Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I'm here with another stream, and we're gonna be playing Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, and this is one of the most controversial games in the series. It's the final in the trilogy for the SNES. For those who joined me, my first video on Twitch, I sadly didn't get to save in my first Donkey Kong Country stream that I did of the first game. We beat King K. Rool and everything, so I'm not doing the second game because I just played that one not too long ago. I'll probably stream that one eventually on here, but 3 gets a lot of flack. For some reason, people just don't like Kiddy Kong, and well, you're going to be seeing him here in a minute. I'm starting from the beginning, so the only thing I've done is start up the game. Yo, Dixie, what's happening? I've set up my smoking new. I didn't even get to read that. I'm also brought your excellent cousin Kiddy Kong along for the ride. So that's Kiddy Kong. He may be a toddler, but if you let him throw you upwards, throw him and his humongous body can smash through the floor of some areas. Okay, so here, Funky Kong, you're not flying around or anything. Instead, it's boats. So this is the northern Cremisphere. And so basically, you'll see in the game, you get to upgrade this boat. So you got like a really slow boat here. And you start off, first is Lake Orangatanga, get it? Like orangutan. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. So, people don't like Kiddy because he's a baby. His first level is Lakeside Limbo. Of course, it's gotta be alliterations, which I love. It's one of the things I love about this series. So you're gonna see there's a lot of differences. That's a new enemy. The rats look a little bit different. So check this out. So, believe it or not, you could actually throw Kiddy, and that's how you break through floors. See, so go up here. Look at that. 2 extra lives right away. And they also say this is the hardest game in the series. I beg to differ. 2 is a lot more challenging. So here, I'm going to show you how you do this. So you throw him up. There you go. See, that's how you do that. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Collect 50 stars. So this is going to be pretty easy. I played this game last about 2 years ago on the Wii. I had bought it on the Virtual Console. So that's our first bonus coin. That's something they started doing in the second game. And the other thing that's really cool, see, in the second game in this series, in Diddy Kong's Conquest, the DK coins are just hidden throughout the levels, and that makes it pretty challenging. You got to find all the spots where you get them. But in this one, you get this guy here, and his name is Coin, and you get the steel barrel. And you'll see in all the different levels, he's going to be hiding in different spots. And what you have to do is you pick up the steel barrel and you throw it behind him. And see, that one was pretty simple, but you'll see, like, if we stream the game, I don't know how long I'm going to be on for tonight to play this game. Because I've got work tomorrow. But, we'll be streaming this a little bit. We'll probably see him again. And he's going to be in some pretty complicated spots. And those bear coins you see there, that you're going to see what the use of those is in a little bit. They're used like for the bears, which you haven't seen yet, but I'm going to show you one in a little bit. So, first level is pretty simple. Okay, and here's the next bonus barrel. These are not really too well hidden, but they weren't really in the second game either. Grab 15 bananas. See, they disappear. This is something different to the third game. They didn't have this in the second one. And in the first game, the bonus rooms are not really as creative. But then again, they were just starting off, so it's not really too fair to really give it that much of a hard time. First game's really a classic. There we go. We got 2 bonus coins. So to really see the true ending of this game, you have to get everything in the game. You got to get all the bonus coins, all the DK coins. So it's more than just bragging rights this time around. You got to get everything in the game. Like, at least in the second game, I don't think you had to collect all the DK coins. But this time around you do. And that's the end of the level right there. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. We're done with Lakeside Limbo. The little exclamation point tells us that we got everything in the level. You know, so we don't need to go back there. Next one is Doorstop Dash. Another alliteration. So this time we're going to go inside. And this is a nice, you know, little transition here. Instead of having the water and being at the dock, now you're inside a murky mill. And that's actually one of the names of the levels, or I think it's the name of the song that's actually playing in the background. Something is called Murky Mill in this game. See, right here you pull down these things, that opens up the doorways, the shutters. And you fall. See, that's a nice little touch. See, because he's so heavy, he can't manage to stand on that panel there, so he falls through. So it's nice, you know, you wouldn't think about physics so much when you think about Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Country, but they got it here. They got it down pretty nicely. I didn't make it in time. Got to go back and do it again. So what does everybody think about this whole Spider-Man ordeal? And by the way, for people joining me on Twitch who are not familiar with me on YouTube, I am the Brad Rules on YouTube. Just search that up and you'll be able to find me. And I recently put out a video. See, Disney wanted to do this whole 50-50 thing. And they wanted Sony, who actually like owns the property. They were getting cute. And they wanted Sony to pay up. They wanted them to, to do a 50-50 deal. So this was going to give, Disney an upper hand in more ways than one. I kind of forget how to do this in a way. Let me see something. Can you throw him up here? So anyway, it's all about like making more money to Disney. And to me, I'm kind of happy that Sony just pulled out of it, because the whole thing there is it's just extreme greed on their part. It's like, no, they're Disney. Sony should not have to pay as much. I think they are a smaller studio, so they shouldn't, have to like, oh yes, Disney, and everyone's like all mad at Sony because now, Kevin Feige, the director, he's not going to be coming back, and that probably means that Tom Holland is not going to be coming back, and then they're probably going to have to reboot this series again. And look, I like Homecoming and Far From Home, but it's just, you can't be mad at Sony for not saying okay to that, because that, it's business after all, and people are going to say the same thing. Disney is a monopolistic conglomerate. They own everything under the sun. Look at, they pulled all the shows off of Netflix, all those great shows like Daredevil, just so they could put them on their stupid streaming network that I'll never buy, and many other people probably won't either. To me, it's like there's no reason for it not to be on Netflix. Why couldn't there be some exclusive shows? But no, Disney's got to have everything under one banner, and I get that. It's good for crossovers and stuff like that. But, they got to own everything. And plus, Disney needs to come up with some new ideas already. Like back when they used to come up with cool shows like DuckTales and things that were on during the Disney afternoon, and how they used to be when they actually came up with the ideas for the movies. Remember when they came up with Lion King? Remember when they came up with, the Jungle Book, all these different movies. You know, how come they can't do that anymore? Instead, it's let's reboot all the old stuff. Let's just give you 1,001 different Marvel movies and all these different combinations of the heroes. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we really need to take a break already from all these superhero movies. And, you know, you're talking to someone who's got Spider-Man tattooed on his arm. But I have to even say, like, come on. It's getting a bit ridiculous already. All these movies are basically... Here we go. There's a bonus barrel. You know, it's not like they're not good. Look, Infinity War was good, Endgame was good, but not like the big epic. You know, people were comparing it to the Star Wars trilogy. It wasn't anything like that. It wasn't that great, guys. I mean, you know, I understand if you're a little bit younger, but you know, if you're like my age and you're getting so goo goo gaga over it, I mean, I have to like roll my eyes at those people. I mean, we're all entitled to like all our own things and have our opinions and what we think is better. You know, it's at the end of the day, it's all subjective, you know, and people get all upset and everything. But I'm just saying, like, you know, just come on. The movies are not that amazing. Look, listen, I'm more of a Raimi fan. I know that, you know, people said that, like, Tobey Maguire was too much of a crybaby, but if you're familiar with Spider-Man lore, and everyone always says, all these fanboys, you know, if you criticize any of the Avenger movies or any of the Marvels, read the comics, read the comics. Well, okay, we'll read the comics, watch the cartoons, you know, the good one from the 90s that was on Fox Kids. Spider-Man's a very emotional character. You know how many times he's given up on being Spider-Man? He doesn't want to hurt the people around him. So, okay, let me just stop right for 1 minute. So here's a little bit of a thing here. So you open the door. See, look, it gets a little tricky. You have to throw this through the opening and hit coin from the back. Anyway, let's get back to what we were saying. So Spider-Man's pretty emotional. You know, he's had a lot of people die around him. Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane's life, Aunt May's life's being kidnapped. You know, his uncle died at the hands of a merciless thug. So, you know, he's got a lot to be upset about. And you've got all these people saying, oh, don't cry, Spider-Man. You know, listen, one thing that Raimi messed up on was that he didn't make Spider-Man sarcastic enough. You know, there was that one scene in the first movie, you know, let mom and dad talk, and, you know, he webs J. Jonah Jameson's mouth shut. So, like, you know, that was a little bit funny. And there was maybe, like, a few other jokes in there, but nothing too crazy. You know, so they did mess that up. They made Andrew Garfield more sarcastic, but those weren't great movies. So this is where you save the game, and this time around you don't have to pay for it like you do in the second game, which, you know, I never say you want to save, you got to pay for that save. It's like using an ink ribbon in the Resident Evil games. Like, where did that come from? You know, you know, you want to save your game, eh? Come on, like, you know, don't do that to players. So, you know, anyway, let me show you Barnacle's Island. So these are the bears right here. Hello there, how's it going, Kongs? Barnacle's me name, and I've set up, well, damn, the text goes really quick, you know, I don't think there's anything which you would persuade me to get. So, this is like a whole trading thing. I think you have to give him like a shell, and he gives you these banana birds, which you'll see the purpose later on. You know, K. Rool has them imprisoned, and, you know, if you're familiar with this game, you know the ending. Well, I won't spoil it for you, but anyway, you know, Spider-Man is a pretty emotional character, so everyone's giving him a hard time about him being too emotional in the Raimi films, but really, it's pretty accurate if you ask me. And I just liked him in that role. Like, Tom Holland, he's good. I think he did like an even better job in Far From Home than he did in Homecoming. But the simple fact of the matter is, I don't like him as much. It's just a personal preference. It's maybe because, you know, when I saw the movies, you know, I was 14 years old, going on 15. And, you know, there you go. See, that's actually easier than the one in the mill. So, you know, I don't get that. But to me, Willem Dafoe's performance in the first movie as the Green Goblin is just, it's great. It's, kind of reminds me of Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Like, it's just so fun to watch. It's a great performance. It's maybe not as over the top as Jack Nicholson's performance, but, I like it. And, even though Dr. Octopus may not be as great as the Green Goblin, my second favorite, but that is my favorite Spider-Man movie, is what I mean to say, is the second movie. It's the train scene that really does it for me. It's just, I don't know, it's the way how they just go about that whole thing. And there's Ungard, one of the famous animal buddies, returning in this game. So, it's just that whole scene. He's trying to stop the train. They tried to, they paid homage to it in Homecoming with the cruise ship. So it's a, those movies are good, but there's just something about, like, Spider-Man 2. Just, I love just that the movie, and the scenes are great. And, just when him and Doc Ock are fighting on the side of the bank, and there's just some just good humor, the cameo by Bruce Campbell. Just, man, those are just great movies. I don't understand, like, people all of a sudden, just they wanted to come around and say, oh, those movies are not as good as you remember them. It's, just, I don't know what happened. The internet just became so critical, and they just started just loving, Disney, and just worshiping Disney, and Disney could do no wrong. But for some reason, like, I went back and I watched those movies, and I'm just like, why is everyone so down on them? They do a really good job of following the source material. I don't really get it. I really don't. And I remember the Nostalgia Critic actually said that the Amazing Spider-Man films with Andrew Garfield were superior to the Raimi films. And that, to me, is just, I don't know. Anyway, I want to show you guys something. Oh, I fucked it up here. There is a move in this game that Kitty does called, like, the, where he could bounce on the water. I forget what it's called. It's called, like, the water skid or something. So you bounce on the water. It's, like, almost impossible to do. And that's, like, one spot where you're really supposed to do it. But you could just use Dixie's helicopter move, and it's so much more simple. Got hit there. That's actually the first time I got hit so far in this game, which is pretty good. Extra life there. I got all the Kong letters. How could Nostalgia Critic... I remember when I watched that review, I'm like, what is this guy out of his mind? Like, really? Like, to say that the Amazing Spider-Man movies were superior, I was like, holy cow. Like, it's all subjective, folks, but, like, really? I don't know. Sometimes the Nostalgia Critic, I'm a fan of his, but the guy just... I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know where he's coming from on certain things. Like how he tried to, like, I remember when he reviewed Home Alone, he tried his hardest to, like, criticize Home Alone 2. And Home Alone 2 to me is, like, iconic. It's like one of those movies where I have a hard time figuring out which one I like better, the first or the second movie. Really, it's like a toss-up. They're so quotable. They're such a big part of my childhood. I'll never forget seeing Home Alone 2 in the theaters. Great memories. Those movies, my grandfather got me the tape of the first one, the VHS, the Pepsi commercial in the beginning. I mean, it's just like, come on. You can't say anything bad about Home Alone. But then, these people like to get into, like, oh, the plot, and it was too much like the first movie. It was scene for scene, like the first movie, and all that. The way how he tricks the pizza boy is the same way he tricks Tim Curry and everyone else in the hotel staff. Like, come on, Nostalgia Critic. Really, like, sometimes that's part of the sequel, is to show a form of continuity. And it's like, I know that Nostalgia Critic, he's not that old of a guy. I don't really know. I think he's like maybe mid to late 30s. I think he's like late 30s. Come on, just... You know that a lot of times he's just bullshitting. Like, that he, like, really likes the movie, but he's just trying to be the proper critic, and it's not as good because, I just feel like certain critics, there's kind of like a little bit of a refinement that they're supposed to have. Like they're supposed to have this like eclectic palette. Like they can't like certain movies. It forbids them from liking certain movies, or they look, you know, bad amongst their peers. Their fucking peers, you know. Come on, like just if you like a movie, just say it. If you like a movie for nostalgic reasons, just say it. You don't have to always be like the critic and everything. You know what I mean? You could say like this movie's close to my heart, and you know, like if you enjoy a movie, what is this like? It's a guilty pleasure and all that. You know, if you like the movie, you shouldn't have to come up with excuses for it. If you think it's a good movie, you shouldn't be ashamed to say that you like it. You shouldn't have to prove its worth or your self-worth to someone else. If you think a movie sucks, come out and say it, you know? If you have a problem with a popular movie, just, you know, go ahead and say it. You know, just like, or it's like, be like me, for example. Like, guys, like, I liked Batman versus Superman. Was the movie perfect? Of course it wasn't, but the thing was, it didn't deserve as much hate as it did, and you know, there was a lot of things I liked about it, such as Ben Affleck's performance, the fight that they had. I liked, you know, Alexander Luthor, and it, you know, even though Doomsday didn't look perfect, and I'm such a big fan of the Superman story arc, I just, you know, I don't see why there was so much hate. I kind of felt like it's like one person says that it's bad, everyone else has to say that it's bad. I know you're gonna think I'm like crazy for saying that, especially if you've never heard me rant on it before on YouTube, because I did a few rants on it, and I also compared it to a few Marvel movies which I liked, you know, a lot less than Batman versus Superman. So, you know, I don't know. Like, some people just... see, there you go. See, Ellie is a new animal friend, and I like her abilities. She's also, like, in one of the toughest levels in the game, which a lot of people hate. It's called Stampede Sprint. If you're familiar with this game, I'm sure you know that level. But anyway, you know, people... Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a red buzzer. You can't really... Notice how they changed him? Like, the first and second game, they were zingers. Now they're buzzers. And I like this redesign that they did. It's kind of cool that they have, like, the blade going down their back. See, I'm not showing it. Maybe I'll show in the next round what happens if you actually go into that spotlight as the elephant. Watch. Here, I'm going to show it to you in a second. So let's kill this guy. Go back and get the barrel. Here, look. She gets scared. I ended up killing him anyway, but, you know, she runs the other way. That's pretty funny. So look at this. This is pretty cool. You hit the Y button, you suck the barrel towards you, and you get to do that with water later on. So, for anybody who watched this, you know, on YouTube, James Rolfe is my favorite YouTuber. And Mike Matei is probably my favorite streamer. They played this game on James and Mike Mondays, and we might get to that part in the stream where they couldn't figure out what to do with Ellie the elephant. And it's pretty funny and maddening at the same time. Like, a lot of people were getting angry at them. So you got to jump through the buzzers. That's pretty easy. We're racking up these coins. Dollar bills, y'all. Right? Cash money. Cash money, hoes, what? Right? You know? Come on. You got to go back and get that barrel. Yeah, but James Rolfe, man, like, let's talk about him for a moment. What a great YouTuber. You know, I will say this. His Angry Video Game Nerd episodes are not quite as funny. You know, they seem a bit more refined now, which kind of hurts it in a way. You know, it's definitely not as good as when he first started out. But, like, they're still good. You know, like, he had a lot of good episodes. Like, go watch his Earthbound episode. That's like a 40-minute episode. The Pepsi Man. So, like, it's good, but in different ways. And, okay, we missed something there. But we'll go back. You got Swanky Sideshow. Swanky's tent. Well, would you believe it? Hello, Kongs. Welcome along to my all new. And text is like too fast for me to read in this game. So look, you pay 2 bear coins, and you get to play the game. So I'll show you the game here. So race to 25, endurance, head to head. So I'll show you head to head here. I actually like this game. So you go against Cranky, and it's pretty much just, you'll see in one moment. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. So you gotta just hit these Kremling targets. I'm not doing so good here. Ah, I lost. Wow. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna try that game again. Let's just go right for the boss, Belch's Barn. And this is a pretty creative boss. So, oh fuck. So that always happens to me the first few times. So you gotta throw the bugs in his mouth. He burps, and he goes backwards. So there's like a hole behind him, and you have to guide him towards the hole. So it's a little bit tricky to get the bugs in his mouth. You really have to like aim them. It's probably better to use Kitty in this part to be perfect. Actually, whoa. This happened to me a few times actually, where I used to be able to do this when I was a kid a lot easier, but sometimes like the aiming is just fucked in this part. Here, go back again. One time I remember this really weird glitch happened, and I checked it on YouTube where his mouth disconnected from his body in this very boss battle, and it was like the freakiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So if you've experienced that, let me know. Let me see here. He's burping, he's going backwards. Oh, look, oh, he's still on the platform. So just one more, and we should be Gucci. Gucci, baby. Oh, fuck. See, look at the aiming. It's like, you can't jump that high, or you're gonna bounce it off the top of his mouth. See, or too low. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm gonna have to do it again. You gotta be like quick with this boss. If you're not quick, it's like you'll basically going around in circles with him. So it's good that there's no timer. See, again, I'm like falling into this endless loop. So now I gotta really hope that I hit it a lot quicker. Like, oh, okay. I don't know, maybe if you go right up against him. Let me try something here. I don't know if that's actually the thing. Oh, see, if you get too close, it'll just like bounce off. There. Damn. I'm not really having a lot of luck with this. There we go. That should be it right there. That should be the kill shot. Yup, that's it. Okay, that's good. So I think we should go back and save. Okay. To me, you know, I'm a big fan of saving. Like, even though I have a lot of lives, just, you know, you never know. Alright, so barrel shield bust up. Okay, at least you guys. I'd rather you guys be able to see the amount of lives I have. So when I did the Earthworm Jim stream, I didn't realize like I'm talking about my lives and I'm on the left hand side of the screen. You couldn't even see my lives. For that game, I probably should have put myself on the right. Talking about my seeing me in the video here in the corner. But I'd rather you see the amount of lives I have versus the number of bananas. If you're unfamiliar with the way this game works and you collect 100 bananas, you get an extra life. Bananas are life. Imagine that. Like, you eat 100 bananas. I don't think, bananas are good for you, but if you eat 100 of them in the same day, I don't think you're going to gain an extra life. You'll probably lose a life, since you only have one. It's funny how video games and real life, they don't always mix well. That's probably a good example right there. So here we go. The monkeys are all about timing. Let me see. You gotta, go through here. It's the bonus barrel. So far I think we've only missed one bonus barrel so far, but the more we head in, I'm definitely going to miss a... Wow, okay, that did not work out well. I get right on the rope and I lose right away. Can I go back down maybe and recollect that? I think I might be able to. Oh, shit. Yeah, I can go back. And I think Dixie is quicker on the rope, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really too sure about that, but anyway, let's go back and do this again, because this one's not really that hard at all. We could easily get this. Ah, come on. Okay. He might be. It's not that hard. And I lose twice. So let's do this. Let's kill him. I actually don't know Dixie is definitely quicker on her feet, but as far as the speed of them on the rope, I don't know really how that goes. Well, now I only have Kitty again, so let's see how he does here. Ah, oh my god, I keep doing it. Anyway, okay, let's... you know what, I don't want to move on. I want to do it again, but... Oh, okay, the DK barrel is there. I didn't think it was. If it wasn't there, I wasn't going to lose a life over that. I would have just probably moved on, but... okay. Let's smash through here. See, I'm rushing through this. Damn! One more time. One more time. I want to get that coin. The other thing is, if I don't get it now, I'm going to have to go back and get it later. So, if I know where it is, I'd rather just do it now, even though sometimes it's kind of painstaking. That's the thing, these little... Oh, my... What am I... Oh, God. I'm, waiting for him to throw it, but I think I'm just supposed to go. That's my problem there. I'm gonna get it. It's I don't even... thing is, I also don't want you guys to, be bored during this. As you're waiting for me to finish it up. Oh, I did it. I was almost there. Almost there. Fuck it. We need to keep trying. When I play this game, I have to play it the whole way through. So that means getting everything. Like I said, you can't even get the true ending if you don't get everything. So we're getting everything. Oh, what? Oh my God! What is it? I never remember having that many problems with that part over there. It's usually pretty simple. It's not really a hard bonus barrel compared to some of the other ones. Let me see. Okay. Oh! Holy mackerel. What is going on there? Let's get up the damn rope already and just... those stupid monkeys. Ah, finally. What torture that was. Okay, finally we got through it. Honestly, if, like, that was torture for you guys watching that, it was just as much torture for me doing it. Oh, look at that. What a lead-in. I get hit in the same way I did in the bonus room. See, that's the other thing. He's a bigger target, too. So he sticks out from behind the barrel. A big oaf. Maybe that's why people don't like him. No, but seriously, like, I like Kiddy Kong. He, like... I think, like, his replacement was supposed to be Chunky in the, in Donkey Kong 64. The one thing I will never forgive Donkey Kong 64 for is replacing Dixie Kong with Tiny Kong, the one that shrinks. Because Dixie Kong is my favorite. I just love her design, and I love the helicopter move. I think, you know, like when I first... And I just died there. Look at that. 20 lives. Well, when I first played Diddy's Kong Quest, you know, I just fell in love with the character. You know, it's just a great addition. You know, basically she's like Tails. You know, like Rare's version of Tails, I guess you could say. You know, the way how she's... You know, it's not really flying, it's gliding, but it's pretty awesome, you know, and just the attitude of the character and everything. You know, Diddy was supposed to be the one, hey, I've got my hat on backwards and stuff, but, like, you know, Dixie's over there chewing the gum and everything. She also plays the guitar. I don't know, did you guys see that yet? I think she plays the guitar in this one too. I know she plays it in the second one, which is pretty awesome that they put it in there. It's also really well animated too. I think it's maybe in the second game. I'm not completely sure. Oh, okay. You're supposed to... I think this is, where Coin is, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. Where was Coin? Was he in this? Yeah, he's in here, but I don't know where he was. Oh, yeah, this is the pain in the ass one. You've got to collect all those bananas and go between the monkeys. Ah, see? See? Oh, God. See, I knew that one wasn't going to go well. No, we're doing that again. Man, where was Coin? Like, where did I miss him? See, no. I thought maybe there was a little hole that I wasn't seeing. Oh, come on. Alright. Let's try this again. See... See, the thing is, you gotta, like, have good timing here. If you keep rushing, you're just gonna fuck up. And that's what happens. Like, you just want to be done with a lot of these bonus rooms. Not that they're not fun. Oh, it's already over. I'm, like, still waiting for the other bananas to appear. I'm, like, in such a rhythm, I didn't even realize that it already appeared. You know, the sound cue, just... Yeah. Oh, yeah, they don't do the animations. They just hang on the pole, like... The second game, she's like rocking out on the guitar. It's awesome, but shh, Kongs, I'm on my last life and you're breaking my concentration. She's actually playing an N64 there. Okay, so Riverside Race. So this level, you're gonna see that actually there's some replay value to it. See these wasps or bees or whatever they are, they chase you through the level, and you have to beat a certain time. I'm probably not gonna get it the first time through. It's because the time they give you, you got to be like frame perfect. See, look, I didn't get it. I already messed up there, but you gotta like. I'm sure speedrunners have a field day with this, but this, see that's what's funny. People speedrun this game. But it's like, I think you have to speedrun it anyway. The time that they give you, it's like, so I don't know if they were like already aware of speedruns at this time, Rare, you know, when they implemented this into the game. I mean, you would speedrun, but like there was no capture cards or anything like that, so I don't know how anyone could really or like, you know, even DVD recorders that you could hook up to your TV to record the games. So I don't know. But it's probably just a race. I'm probably overthinking it. Just a kind of a funny idea that, you know, people like speedrun the Donkey Kong Country games. And I guess from what I hear, they're pretty good for speedrunning. Oh, did I beat the time? Yeah, 1:15, right? Let me see. Did I beat it? Yeah, I think I beat it, right? It's flashing. Well, we're going to see that guy's cabin up there. That's the one of the bears. That's the one with the time. Oh, I thought I messed up there. I don't know. I must have gained some speed. Or maybe it's just not as hard as I thought it was. I'm so good I beat it. But there's still like a bonus coin in there. Squeals on Wheels. So this is a little bit reminiscent of anyone who played the Tidal Tempest level of the beavers, the naughties, like going around and like chasing you around in the first game. So this is kind of like a throwback a little bit to that. Oh yeah, this is like that pain in the ass thing. I almost forgot about this. So you gotta just hit them. I like the steel barrels. That's like, that wasn't in the first game. No, it wasn't the first game. I don't think it's in the second game. Okay, so... yeah, I'm really surprised I actually beat that race thing the first time through. I guess maybe it's because I played this game probably like about 2 years ago now. Yeah, so there's like, I think at the end of the level you have to crash, or midway through you have to crash all the way through. Let me check to see if that's correct. Could you just do it now? It's funny, it's like, even though it hasn't been that long, you know, like, even, I was saying this during my Earthworm Jim 2 stream, like, you could play a game, like, 1,000 times, and you'll still forget, like, certain parts of, like, you know, like, what comes first, like, what the phases are and everything. So that's kind of funny the way the mind works. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there sitting there saying, oh, I remember everything about my favorite game. I remember every single frame. Oh, I'm sure, pal, you know, like, we're all... What? What? Did I just, like, go through it? Okay, whatever. I'm just trying again. See, one thing about me... and I think you even saw when I was doing the Earthworm Jim 2 stream, I'm pretty persistent. You know, I don't really give up. especially when it's a game I'm really enjoying. Like, I'm just gonna keep on doing it, because you know it's, and sometimes it's bad, because sometimes it's better to just, like, you know, stop playing the game, give yourself a break, and come back to it with new eyes. And sometimes, like, you come back to it, like, that's what I was stuck on. But I don't know, it's like sometimes I'll get like obsessive with it. I'll be like, alright, I've gotta beat it. And I'll just keep on losing and losing and losing, and then I'll finally beat it, and you know, then I'll, you know, like throw a middle finger up to the game and everything. Because you just, like James Rolfe once said, you just can't let the game win. And that's very true. You can't let the game win, because once you let the game win, you know, you've lost. And you just can't let that happen. So, that's deep, right? That's probably deeper than anything you'll hear on stream all night from anyone on Twitch. Or on YouTube if you're watching on there. So, let me see. Is coin up here? Who's up here? Or is there a bonus barrel up here? It's a bonus barrel. Grab 15 bananas. Oh yeah, here we go. See, if anyone's wondering, like, there's no physics on here. Like, I'm not going backwards. So, could you imagine if you had to do that? I have a feeling, like, when they did this game, they, oh, again. See, I'm not hearing when the coin appears because I have, like, the music turned down really low in the headphones that I'm wearing here. Because I want to hear, like, a little bit of the music. But I want to be able to, you know, if I have something really loud in my ear, I'm going to sound weird talking, so I don't want to do that. I want to sound normal on the stream. But I'm not hearing the sound cue when the bonus coin appears after I collect all the bananas. So I'm standing there like an idiot. Oh, why is there no bananas coming? Let me see, is coin up here? Where is that motherfucker? Oh. Okay. So he is up there. So we just got that. See, I missed coin. I think I missed him twice. I didn't get him in Riverside Race. And I also didn't get him in the Barrel Shield Blast level. So I missed 2 DK coins. I'm going to go back for them later on. Probably not in this stream. Let's see, I always forget in the middle levels, like, they give you choice, go left or right. Okay. Oh, alright, so I think I'm supposed to... Ow! I thought, like, Dixie was stuck up there before. When I threw her and she got hurt, I was like, uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's nothing up here. See, I kind of forget in this level. So, like, why did I have to kill that squeak? I'm forgetting, like, do I have to get all of them? I think so. Like, I think it has something to do with the lock on the panel. Like, you have to get them all, and if you don't, it doesn't, like, open. I don't really see. I don't see. Those are, like, the little details that I don't remember. Like, point for point. Like, I know what to do here, obviously. Throw the barrels at these squeaks, those rats. But I forget, like, why you have to get all of them. We've been streaming this for 50 minutes already? Damn. I'm checking the time over here, and I jump up into a buzzer. Fuck. Okay. Wait, is he still... No, like, I think once you get the DK coin, Even though you get it after the save barrel, I think it still saves. But let me just make sure. Yeah, this still saves, I think. No, not the DK coin. I mean the bonus coin, right? I think it still saves. See, another thing, like, I'm pretty sure that it is, but I know it's like that in the first game that you get credit for the bonus room, but I'm not sure how it works in this one. Yeah, okay, it does save. See, that's weird. Like, it's a save barrel, but the game still remembers that you got it, even though I collected after the save barrel. See, I missed that. I think I didn't hit that squeak last time, so maybe it's a good thing that we did die here, because I think you get punished later on if you don't get all of them. Yeah, I just don't really remember, like, what the purpose of hitting them all is. Maybe it's nothing, but I'm pretty sure it is something. There's some purpose that they serve, and I'm just not remembering exactly what it is. I think it has something to do with a door or a panel. See, this is dangerous, too. Like, I'm jumping up into the buzzers. Okay, good. We get another barrel. It's barrel insurance policy. Oh, crap. I almost jumped right into him. Also made the rats a lot more evil looking than in the second game. Like, if you see how the rat looks in Diddy's Kong Quest, it doesn't look quite as, like, menacing. Like, this one, he looks like he's like selling on a street corner. Just look at him. He just looks like an evildoer. Like, he looks like a Kremling. See, how did the Kremlings recruit other animals that are not crocodiles? Like, you ever think about that? Of course you haven't. See, I didn't get all the squeaks. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, damn. Oh, I thought I lost him there. Okay. See, okay, this is the part that you can't fuck up. You gotta jump over him, bring him there. Oh, that's all you get? Oh, I don't know why I thought you get something else. There's another level where you gotta take him all the way to the end. Okay, we got everything in that level. We cleaned it out. And it's like, it's infuriating. Oh, and that's Screech's Sprint, as a matter of fact. The one with Ellie the elephant. You gotta, like, bring the bird all the way to the end. You saw how I had to jump? Think about doing that a few times as the elephant is running and you're unable to stop. Springing spiders. So it's very similar to the shield barrel blast level. It just has, like, basically a color swap. I thought this is kind of cool that you're, like, inside the tree. See, this is something that they didn't do. Well, you know what this is kind of like, in a way? This is kind of like the treetop level in the first game. They give you, like, like two different types of levels. There's one that's a little bit iced over, and then there's another one that's normal. Yeah, that's this one is pretty reminiscent of that, except, you know, instead of being, like, on the tree, like their tree houses, kind of looks like Kashyyyk from Star Wars. You know, they showed it in Revenge of the Sith, and they also showed it in the First Knights of the Old Republic game. It's very similar to that, like in the first game. Here you get to go inside the trees, which is a nice little touch. see, which way am I going here? Yeah, that's right. It's a bonus barrel. Oh, shit. The fuck? See, I don't know if I skipped certain things over there by doing that. Like, oh, no. You're actually supposed to go in here as him. Oh, God. You see that nonsense? Look at that. Alright, I'm going back. I can't reach him. Look at that. It's like going right through him. It's like the angle I'm at, but come on, that's so cheap. Sometimes, okay, you know, it's like, that speaks for itself. I shouldn't even have to describe it. Oh. I'm like not seeing the... What? I thought you were going up. I didn't even realize that it was like collected the banana thing. Really smart. Anyway, okay, let me go back in here for a second. Grab 15 bananas. Of course, they're not right here. So, are they going to be in this area? I think. Yeah, I don't think you have to go back down. Just go around him. See, I actually like this because it's like, it looks easy, but, you know, you just have to kind of feel the controls. It's tricky. It's trickier than it looks because you see how easy it was before for me to just hit him, and he's just one buzzer, but, you know. That's the thing. It's challenging in its simplicity. Oh, I think the coin is going to be down here. See, that's the thing. You see, imagine getting all the bananas and then dying to that zinger right there. See, that's the little knife that they do to you. Game developers love fucking with players. And, you know, it's a good thing because that's what keeps games challenging. But sometimes it's like, if you met him on the street, you want to be like, hey, remember that time in Donkey Kong Country 3? Who are you? You're just like, well, I remember who you are. I read your name in the credits there, pal. You designed that tree level, you know. Alright, so that's a little bit exaggerated, but you get my point. These people are sadistic. Like the people who designed those file cabinets in Earthworm Jim 2. I actually love those guys, you know. Like I said, you know, Doug TenNapel. I mean, that guy is awesome, you know. I love it. He's like so good on social media. The fact that he retweeted me. By the way, guys, if you want to find me on Twitter, I'm the Brad Rules 1 on there because some asshole took the Brad Rules. And I was like the official Brad Rules on there, but I don't like how that sounds. It just sounds like too like, hey, I'm the official one. I don't know, it sounds like too corporate. So I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to be corporate Brad, so... What am I missing here? Oh, okay. What? Okay. I don't know what the purpose of that other ledge is. Alright. I'm not going back for Kitty. Fuck that. I'm going without him. And now I got him back. So, no man left behind. Well, you know, if you're just gonna... I don't even remember him being here. Oh, shit. I think I needed him for that. There's something up there. Oh, there's a bonus barrel down there. See, but I still gotta get coin. I didn't get the DK coin yet. Let's see here. Oh, shit. You know, Kitty would have really came in handy there. That's such an easy one, too. Oh, you can just, that's easy. You just fall right into it. Alright, so I just gotta go a little bit slower. Damn! Did it again. Alright. Yes! Oh, God. There was like 0 seconds left on the clock there. Just doing a really quick run right. Oh, see? You gotta get up there for coin. Fuck. He's like right up there at the top. I remember that. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's not. I got the exclamation mark. Did I kill coin there? I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch the stream back and see if I did. I don't remember. But the exclamation point is there. See, I don't remember. Does the exclamation point, does that indicate when you get the DK coin? Because I don't know if it does. Oh, God. I don't think that it does. Because I don't remember killing them there. So let's see here. Brash. Hey, it's the Banana Brain Dixie. What do you think you're doing coming into Brash's cabin? See the Riverbank 15. You couldn't do it in double that time. Did you ever get hurt on the Riverbank level, Dixie? That must be why you were so slow. Here's your manners. I'm sure I didn't see you wipe your feet on my welcome. Oh, I thought I beat it, didn't I? Let me see. Hey Dixie, you stopped one from picking the riverbank, or did you just get lost? Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't. I guess that whatever it was, that was his time. Bobbing Barrel Brawl. This is the level that when James and Mike played it on James and Mike Monday, they had a big problem with it. Because they didn't understand how to suck up the water. And it's very funny, like, you know, go watch their video. Because the way that they couldn't figure it out, I'm going to get to the part. See, this is what they could... I don't know if it was on this part, but they couldn't figure it out. You're supposed to hit L and R. So you hit L, right? And then you hit R to fire it. Or you can hit A. I usually hit A, but it's funny because the bananas, it's such a clever hint the way how they do it that way. Like, oh, you're unsure how to do it, you don't have the instruction booklet, well, we're going to put it in the game. And, like, they still couldn't figure it out. I thought that was pretty hysterical. Oh, shit. Okay, I forget what you're supposed to do there. Oh, I'll figure it out. Don't you worry. We'll see. But yeah, like everyone was getting mad at them in the comments because it wasn't a live stream, you know. It's just a video that they post on YouTube. Great entertaining videos, but it was like, man, they couldn't figure that out, and it was pretty funny. I guess, you know, something... Well, James is a fan of the first game. So they didn't really have anything like that in the first game. And I know Mike doesn't play those games. So it's kind of understandable in a way why someone might not know. There we go. Supposed to fire it in an angle. Okay, so bonus coin. Oh, yeah. You're supposed to just... See, this part's a little tricky. You're supposed to, like, put it in the water. Ah, come on. Yeah, see, that part's a little tricky to drop it. Yeah. I might have to come back for that. Oh, God. Champa, man. That fucking guy. Damn, I got 27 lives. That's pretty good. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, that part I always had trouble with, like, dropping the barrel without throwing it, because the controls are not bad, but they don't feel clean there. And you don't really have to do this that much in this game. So it's like, oh God, it's not a hard level, but it's just like, if you're trying to get that, see, that's where the real challenge comes from in this game. If you're trying to get through everything and see the Lost World, yeah, you could expect to die a lot, because, you know, you're distracted trying to get all the goodies, and meanwhile you take a lot of extra hits, like when you're trying to figure everything out. But that is a really weird angle, the way you're supposed to hit that chubby bird. Chubby bird. Chubby bird. Chubby bird. It's odd. See, okay, that was better. If you stand still, you gotta have to hit the left and up on the directional pad at the same time, but it's not easy. Let me see. Okay, so you get unlimited barrels here, but obviously you could only take 2. So, oh God! Okay, you have to spread them out a little bit more. Fuck. Come on, man. I don't know if see, I think when you go in there, it uses up all your water. Okay, that was a close one. So, yeah, we'll come back to that. Unless I die again in this level. Because, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on stream. Let's play for a little bit more. Maybe until we finish this world. And then, you know, I'll continue this tomorrow or the next day. Put this up on YouTube. So, you know, I'm recording this at the same time as I'm playing the stream, so if you're watching this on YouTube, guys, you know, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheBradRulesLive, and we're gonna have a lot of fun on this channel. I'm gonna tell you that right now. How do you get down there, man? Oh, okay. Actually, I don't really remember. You're supposed to use them as like a platform, but I don't know. This is a tricky, level. It's like easy if you're doing like I said, only if you're going for the bonus stuff does it really become difficult. Okay, it's too late for that. Yeah, only the bonus stuff really makes this. Oh God. See, oh, only the bonus rooms makes it hard, Brad. Yeah, yeah. Is that so? The buzzer just comes and fucking kills me. Says, shut your mouth, Brad. This ain't no easy game. This is... But this game really is not that bad. Like I talked about, you know, like games like the first Castlevania, a lot of games for the NES are way more brutal than this game. Super Nintendo overall is an easier system than oh yeah, they just line up over there. And then you bounce off them, and then you get enough momentum to fall into this. So, yeah, okay. See, it's very important to have patience in video games because, you know, especially if you're someone that appreciates the secrets in games, like me, you know, you gotta really take your time. You can't just be blasting through there at 1,000,000 miles per hour. You're gonna miss out on things. See, that's why... I mean, speedrunners do know a game inside and out, plus the secrets, and they probably could get the secrets at the same time as they're doing the speedrun. It just wouldn't give them the best time possible. Also, you know, when someone uses glitches to do speedruns, this is like this is like a few minutes of me bashing speedruns. Not that, like, I talked about speedruns the other day. You know, I remember when my cousin showed me back when they used to post that stuff up on the internet, before there was YouTube, obviously before there was Twitch, there was any place to put it. You know, I remember him showing it to me, and I was like very, very impressed by, you know, Super Mario Brothers 3, that speedrun. I mean, like, the way the guy was playing it, I knew I couldn't do that. It was so impressive. So here's the boss. This boss is actually pretty tricky. So you kind of have to... this part's pretty easy. Stand underneath him, hit him with the barrel. But he's going to start shooting stuff. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Whatever that crap is, it's annoying. And as you get into the later phases, that stuff doesn't go away. It stays on the screen. So you have to know exactly where to stand, and I don't know. We'll see how I do here, but it gets pretty tricky later on. Like, oh shit! See, I don't think that stuff is going anywhere. Oh, it is going. It's off the screen already. Let me see. Oh shit! Oh, that's not good. This is definitely a boss battle where you want to have both Kongs, and oh, god damn it. But yeah, speedruns, you know, when you use glitches, and not only that, but like, you know, I've seen people speedrun Pokemon. It's just like, that's pointless. Like, that, to me, that doesn't really impress me. But if you go through Super Mario Brothers 3 super quick and without dying and stuff, that's impressive. You know, if you could go through, like, Earthworm Jim 2 or the first Earthworm Jim, you know, that's impressive. If you could do a swordless run in The Legend of Zelda, that's impressive. You know, but if you're, like, using, you know, cheats and stuff... Okay, that was... I don't know how the fuck I died there. I'm not impressed. Like, you know, it's not impressive to, like, manipulate the game. Because, you know, you cheated. And there's nothing impressive. Especially, like, Pokemon. Like, you're gonna speedrun, like, that game where it's basically just a bunch of menu selections. See, Mario is more about jumping and skill. And, you know, it's easier to die in that one. You know, so, like, yeah, you're not impressing me with your Pokemon speedrun there, pal. Oh, God. See, that's the other thing. If he breaks your barrel, you're fucked here. Like I said, this is a pretty hard boss. Like, the bosses are pretty tricky. I will say that. Like, they definitely, no matter how many times I go through this game, you gotta, be careful with them. You do. Like, these bosses are not to be messed with. They fucking will kill you. You see right there. Because he's bouncing all around and everything. And you need to keep this barrel. And you gotta, you know, you have to be right there. You have to be in the right spot to hit him. That's his only vulnerable part. You gotta hit him in the jaw, the belly, wherever they're hitting him. And these things that bounce around, it breaks your barrel. So even when he doesn't hurt you, it still affects your progress against him. See, okay. See, that's what's good right here. You could just do that. See, that's why I love Dixie. What a great character that she has those moves, the abilities to do that. Like, just a great creation. You know, and we were talking about this, the first stream I did, like, why can't Rare make games like this anymore? Microsoft didn't push them enough. Oh, wow, I just beat him. I should talk more about the history of Rare. It might help. Yeah, so like Banjo-Kazooie is in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's great. That's the first thing we saw. You know, but like they just stopped. They did like Perfect Dark Zero. And then they did the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And then they just stopped. And there's like nothing new from them. The new Battletoads game, I don't even think that's out from them. But like, here, they're just like, oh, you want Banjo? There you go. Like, where have the Banjo games been? I'd rather have a new Banjo game than have him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because, like, I'm not a big Smash fan. The last Smash game I bought was Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii. And, you know, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's the worst one. They're all the same, guys. They just have different rosters, a few different moves here and there. But, like, they all play the same. People, you know, it's... I hate to make this comparison, and, you know, and God forgive me for this, but it's kind of like the Madden series, or the NBA 2K games, or the WWE 2K games for that matter. People on my channel on YouTube are well accustomed to me talking about them. They're the same fucking games. Everybody knows it. You know it. They're just updated no matter what it is. A sport game, even a fake sport like WWE 2K, you know, or just WWE in general. You know, they're fake games. I mean, they're fake games. It's fake sport. What I meant to say. They're all the same games. They're just updated, the same gameplay, the same everything. Sometimes the graphics don't even look that good from the year before. Like, you could actually pick out certain years that looked better. That's how pathetic it is. Like, there's no quality standard. It's just a quick cash grab. And, like, you know, Smash Brothers is a little bit different. You know, they're actually putting, like, that is the best looking one, Ultimate. I've played it. You know, it's a really good game, but, you know, they'll just keep rolling those babies out, and it's just added characters and everything. Like, they didn't even really add too many new stages to Ultimate, but, you know, anyway. Blunder's booth. Let's see what Blunder's got to say. I've been watching your progress for a while, Kongs. The name's Blunder, and that's what you call me. Do you think you're going to find everything in the game? You don't even know where the world's is, do you? Whoops, I think I just let the cat out of the bag. I like the way his bow tie spins around. That's pretty funny. Anyway, okay, so we got the patch you saw. So we're going to go back to Funky. A patch. Oh yeah, this is just what I needed. I always like picture him talking like Duffman sometimes. Hang on for just a couple of seconds, Kongs. I'll get you a cool new tub for you to rub-a-dub-dub. Hovercraft. Catch you later, Kongs. So now you can like go over the rocks. This is also something else you could do. This is the banana birds I was talking about. So these are a little bit challenging. Look at this. So it's a Simon Says game. You do beep, boop, beep, boop. Look, that one's easy, but it gets harder later on, and you're going to have to write it down. That's what I usually do, because that part is frustrating as fuck. Anyway. I'm going over here because I want to leave out this one. I want to save. Oh, I didn't even talk to this bear yet, did I? Let me see. See what this guy. Hello there, young Kongs. My name is Bizarre, and this is my general store. All the brothers are scattered over these islands. Pop in and say hello if you meet them on your travels. So, okay. So then, now may it be of assistance to you. Where's the shell from? Is that a mirror? Nothing today, thanks. Where's the shell from? This shell was found at the bottom of Lake Orangatanga and is pretty rare at 5 bear coins. Yes, please. It's a deal. I hope you're very happy together. So who owns the castle? Well, I ventured up there once, but if you want to know what I discovered, it'll cost you 2 coins. I'm saving for Swankies. Are you sure? Some cheeky lad called Link was in just the last week and asked about the cat. I forgot about that. 500 rubies instead. After that, he left, muttered something about my shells being the wrong shape or something. Oh well. Is that the mirror? Yes, but it's no ordinary one though. It's Cranky's great grandfather's. I can't let it go for anything less than 50 coins. You need that later for the you gotta be joking. Not interested. I hope you're sure, because I don't think it's going to stay here very long. Let's see what he says. I'll spend the coins. Well, I ventured up there once, but if you want... Oh. Didn't I just give him the coins? Oh, do tell. Okay. Well, once I got to the castle grounds, I saw a sign which said, keep right off our land, so I ran off. Oh, wow. So he... Man, what a con artist. That's what he tells you for 2 coins. I went to the castle and I ran off. Wow, great information there, right? Totally. What would you do in real life? Say bear coins were the real currency, and some fucking bear asked you for 2 coins. He was going to tell you something that you really were interested in, something vital to your life. And he tells you that shit. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Oh, hovercraft. I was like gonna go to the previous one. Okay. See, and this is funny. Like, they give you a lot of freedom here. Like, I could either go there, or I could go here. Isn't that cool? Like, it gives you choice. Like, you can't do that in any of the other ones. So, yeah, so there you go, guys. So, alright. I'm going to stop right there. It's been a really fun stream, but I'm going to continue this maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. So, Twitch fans, Twitch followers, please check me out on YouTube. It's The Brad Rules. Just type that in, or just do, you know, youtube.com/the Brad Rules. And for everyone watching on YouTube, go to The Brad Rules live, and or just do, you know, twitch.tv/The Brad Rules live, and, you know, you'll find my channel there. So, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow me. And yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.